Hello there. This is where the fun begins.
Hey there guys, Unofficial Star Wars here, hope you're all doing well, and in this video we have some breaking Star Wars news as Star Wars announces a new Kestis sequel ahead of Jedi Survivor. This year is going to be a brand new Jedi Survivor / Star Wars Survivor, Jedi Survivor, the video games here, and it's going to be a novel for Kestis and his character here. Now, a little bit of information here about this novel here. We're going to go full depth into it in just a moment here, taking a read from the Direct's article. This novel is going to be set before the events of Jedi Survivor and in between the events of the Fallen Order video game. So it's going to be taking place between these two games here, which I think is going to be very cool. It seems like there's a decent chunk of time here, a time frame here that we kind of missed here of Kestis here in his life here and his journey here, just kind of telling from that age gap how much, I guess, older in a way that he looks, that we see him at the end of the Jedi Survivor teaser trailer there. I think it definitely goes, it goes without saying that I'm pretty pumped. I'm pretty excited for this upcoming novel here. If I'll actually be reading it or not, I don't really know. Maybe I'll be listening to an audiobook for sure, I think. Honestly, I think the only improvement, however, I think that we could see with this kind of brought up novel here is the fact that maybe this should have been like a Disney Plus animated show, or maybe a comic book series. I think would have been better, although it might have a comic book variation. We've seen this before with past things such as like the High Republic novels and comics. They're kind of the same stories except told maybe in novels, a graphic novel, or then maybe told in a comic book. Same thing could go for The Mandalorian, and more recently in like the past month, the first couple of episodes of The Mandalorian season 1 were actually brought into a comic book adaptation, which I think is very, very cool. So I think it would be neat and cool to see the same thing here for Kestis and this new upcoming book here. Now, going in more depth here on what the Direct's article has to say here about everything here, as always, I'm going to have that full article linked down in the description down below for you guys to check out as well. Star Wars video games were in a funk for a good stretch of time. When the franchise's gaming potential was under the sole care of EA Games, for a while, the company's only releases were Battlefront 2, both of which landed to a Metacore reaction, even if the latter improved over time. But then came Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, which quickly became lauded as one of the best games in the entire IP of Star Wars, kind of up there with maybe Knights of the Old Republic or Lego Star Wars. The story saw the introduction of Kestis, a young Jedi who was only a Padawan when Order 66 went down and the Jedi Order was snuffed out. The game picks up as he unexpectedly is thrown into the game, being forced into action to save lives from the Empire and its deadly Inquisitors. Recently, a sequel game was finally announced, with revealing another story starring Kestis on the horizon. But now fans whet their appetite until Star Wars Jedi Survival finally arrives. Well, it seems that there's going to be a perfect book for one to sink their teeth into on the horizon here with this one, as we have some new Kestis stories here in the works here coming up here. I think honestly I think why this is such a big deal, I think for one thing is that we're getting more Kestis, I guess, content here taking place between the events of these two video games. I think it's another thing that they're finally bringing Kestis outside of video games. They're bringing him to other media such as books and comics, and that makes it only a matter of time until he's brought into a live action show or maybe an animated show. I think it would be very cool at the same time to maybe see him in the Bad Batch, maybe in an animated format sometime. I think we're definitely in store to see him, however, somewhere in the Mandalorian universe. The Mandalorian Season 3, Season 4, the Ahsoka Tano show, maybe the Book of Boba Fett Season 2. We really just don't know, but it's just a matter of time, however, I think, and this makes this such a big deal, is that they're going to be bringing him to other, I think, forms of media here with a novel here. Now, Star Wars announced 2 new books revolving around the hit video game series. One is called Star Wars Jedi, which is comprised of the previous hit release, Fallen Order, and the upcoming sequel, Survivor. The first of the books, published by Del Rey and written by Sam Mads, is titled Star Wars Jedi Battle Scars. It will be a sequel story centered on Kestis and his crew on the Mantis as they are set on an adventure between the first and the second games. The written tale will hit stores on March 7th, 2023. Then there's The Art of Star Wars Jedi Survivor, which sounds like one standard art book. The book, published by Dark Horse, will let readers on the development of the game, more of like a behind the scenes rather than actually pulling you into the canon of the Star Wars universe here, and more of like a behind the scenes type of thing, including concept art and creator commentary as well. Currently, this project is set to be released on May 2nd, 2023. What will Kestis' intermission adventure be, however? The Battle Scar story synopsis doesn't give any details for fans to latch onto or be really all that excited about, to be honest, which is a little strange. change, simply stating that it's an adventure with the characters of the series is a little lackluster. It's almost impossible to give a quality educated guess as to what the story could really be about, other than the fact that it's going to be about between and after the events of Fallen Order and in between before the events of Survivor the video game. While the one teaser released was exciting, there's an endless string of questions as of what it's all to be meant. When it comes back to the art book, the biggest thing to note about the project is that it's going to be released on May 2023, seeing how it would involve a plethora of spoilers for the upcoming Survivor game. Should fans be expecting the finished game to be released by then? Probably so. This is something we talked about and covered here recently on the channel, talking about the potential release here, as it was maybe kind of released and accidentally, I guess, announced and released there by PSN, saying that it would be coming in March of 2023. So I definitely think it all lines up. However, that time frame can be pretty easily be pushed back if needed there as well, and have delays, says the Rex article. Either way, as the article continues to say, more Cal Kestis is a good thing for Star Wars fans and anyone looking for a good, compelling story. Hopefully, Battle Scars is able to provide readers or maybe listeners with an audiobook with the engrossing story, and the art book offers up some intriguing behind-the-scenes glimpses. Concept art, as always, I'm always a sucker for concept art and behind-the-scenes stuff, especially when it comes to Star Wars projects. From there, that's where the article ends. As I had mentioned, I'm going to have that full article linked down in the description down below for you guys to check out as well. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. I'd absolutely love to hear what you guys all think. I'm definitely looking forward to this, and I want to know what you guys all think about it in the comment section down below. So maybe some stuff that you would like to see, and same thing for Jedi Survivor, and for when he comes to the live action universe as well. What do you want to see with Cal Kestis when he hopefully comes to the live action universe, maybe with the Mandalorian universe? Let me know in the comment section down below. Leave a like on the video if you did enjoy it, as it really does help with the channel, and check out Instagram official Star Wars for more Star Wars content, link down in the description down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. May the Force be with you as always. Peace out.